Hello dear class 11th and 12th students. Greetings to you all. This is Grishma, faculty and chemistry. So welcome to my class today. So in today's class, I am going to explain you P block elements chapter, that is especially 18th group elements. So from this 18th group elements, one of the important topic that what we are going to discuss is about the compounds XeF2, XeF4 and XeF6, that is xenon difluoride, xenon tetrafluoride and xenon hexafluoride. So before we go for the discussion about these compounds, let us see some basic introduction or information about these 18th group elements. So as we already know that 18th group elements are nothing but the noble gases which have the inert configuration. So they have the configuration of NH2, NP6. So few of the elements which belongs to this 18th group, there is a noble gases are nothing but we have helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and also we have radon. So because radon is a radioactive element, that we are not going to discuss it in detail. So among all these elements, which element forms most of the compounds is xenon. So actually all these 18th group elements, they are completely stable because they have the configuration NH2, NP6. Since they are stable, they will not undergo reaction with anyone. That means they are not reacting with any other elements. But in 1962, a scientist by a name Neil Bartlett, in 1962, a scientist by a name Neil Bartlett, he found that one of the new compounds that is O2PTF6. So after he prepared this compound O2PTF6, he analyzed that to remove an electron from oxygen, we need to apply some energy, that is nothing but ionization enthalpy or ionization energy. So to remove an electron from the oxygen, how much amount of ionization energy is applied? The same amount of ionization energy is need to be applied to remove an electron from xenon. So he came to know that, he analyzed and he come to know that to remove an electron from oxygen, we apply 1175 kilojoule per mole inverse of energy. The same amount of 1175 kilojoule per mole inverse of energy is required to remove an electron from xenon. So he analyzed and he understood that, so instead of preparing the compound O2PTF6, in place of oxygen, he used xenon and he prepared a new compound known as XePTF6. So he prepared a new compound by making the reactions of xenon with platinum fluoride, that is PTF6. He formed a new compound known as XePTF6. So then he understood that some of the noble gases can also react with some other elements to form some new compounds. So he understood and he started to make the new compounds with by using these noble gases. So that is xenon. So xenon is highly electropositive element. This xenon can only react with highly electronegative element. So highly electronegative element is fluorine. So he has done a combination of xenon and fluorine reactions to form a new compounds, and formed new compounds are XeF2, XeF4 and XeF6, that is xenon difluoride, tetrafluoride and hexafluoride. So these are the three major compounds which xenon is going to be formed with a combination of fluorine. So now let us study about this three compounds, how they are prepared and their structure, and also their reactions with water and something other else. So first let us see about the preparation method, how these are prepared. So if you take XeF2, that is xenon difluoride, it is prepared by heating a mixture of xenon and fluorine in 1:3 ratio, because we are not taking both of them in the same quantity, in a different ratios we are taking. At 673 Kelvin, when we are heating these both mixture, we get a product that is XeF2. In the similar way, how this XeF4 is prepared? Here also we follow heating method by a mixture of xenon and fluorine are heated in a ratio of 1:5. At 873 Kelvin, when we heat these both mixtures, we get a product or we get a compound that is XeF4, xenon tetrafluoride. And the similar way we have xenon hexafluoride by making the reactions of xenon is heated with fluorine at 1:20 ratio. At 600 Kelvin, when we heat this compound, we get a compound that is known as XeF6. So in this way, Neil Bartlett he found that noble gases can also react with some other elements and form a new compounds. Those new compounds are XeF2, XeF4, XeF6, and they are prepared in this manner. So watch my next video where I will be explaining you about the structure of all these three compounds and reaction of these compounds with water. I hope you all understood my class. Stay tuned, keep watching my videos. Thank you everyone.